Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, I thought I'd come outside and do a video. The workers knocked off early today for some reason, about 3 o'clock, and I hadn't shot a video, and I'm actually sitting around about half an hour after they left and thinking, well, idiot, go ahead and get out there and shoot a video while you don't have workers here or you don't have guests here. So, yeah, I just came outside a little bit. We didn't get much rain today, but it is we're kind of sitting in the clouds. It's real misty, foggy, cloudy looking up here. But anyhow, wanted to talk about why raw vegan is a big plus in the summertime. I do videos every day, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd go ahead and hit that subscribe button now and click on the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed to the channel. Well, the guests that I have right now are leaving in the morning, which will be nice because it's been a little hectic, a little chaotic, a little out of my quiet zone, having workers and guests here at the same time. Now, I have more guests coming tomorrow, but it'll be a different story because I know these guests. These guests are vegans. These guests are all vegans. They've watched my channel, and they're not renting the whole house, so most of the noise is behind my cabin, so I'll be able to get down to the main house and hang out with them and move around during the day. But anyhow, going ahead and talking about this, this one's just one of those spur of the moment videos, or not spur of the moment, it kind of started about noon today. I thought this would be a good subject for a video because of how this day is played out. And I thought this is perfect illustration. Well, part of it is perfect illustration for the summer, and then I'll talk about more. Any time of the year is great for eating raw, vegan, living foods, but especially in the summertime, there's so many advantages. There's advantages to even people that aren't raw vegan, have never been raw vegan before. There's practical reasons for eating raw in the summertime. As I've mentioned on this channel many times before, if you're somewhere hot, well, now granted, I know if you're probably in the States or most places where it's hot, you got AC, which I do in the States. So I don't even really feel hot weather when I'm in the States. There's not really a distinction when it's summer. When you live in a place like Costa Rica, I live in hot. And when I was living at the beach and it was a lot hotter there, I sleep in comfort at night. I use my air conditioning, but I sweated all day. I'd say that's why, I wasn't trying to be Adonis or anything. That's why I didn't have a shirt on, because it was so bloody hot down there, and I was just sweating well, not sweating profusely if I was moving around, but I sat around all day without a shirt on. And the point being is, like I say, I've gone back and I've talked about this a number of times. I remember down here in Costa Rica, way before I ever came to this lifestyle, back when I was still a drunk, back when I was living an unhealthy life. But a lot of my food was raw. Looking back, I ate a lot of fruit bowls in the morning. Yeah, there were things in there that don't serve me now. There was yogurt in there, there was granola, but in general, the big picture, I ate a lot of raw food back then. And I even remember saying, and this could have been 10 or 12 years ago, here in Costa Rica to some of my buddies, I'm like, man, you just don't want to cook anything down here. It's just so hot all the time. Well, one reason, let me take a step back, I mentioned that, but events today kind of led to this one. Just the way it kind of unfolded. Here's what I've had today so far. I got out of bed this morning, let the workers in, and I had 32 ounces of orange juice, sugarcane juice. Probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours later after that, I made the best smoothie you've ever heard of in your life. It was pineapple, frozen mango, and we're talking fresh frozen mango that I've cut and frozen, and some of that orange juice mango. I mean, this was divine. A little piece of ginger would have been perfect. And then let's see what else. And then the next meal was a bowl of mangoes and bananas. And then the next meal was a green smoothie. So everything just step by step. I started that day with the juice. Then we just moved up to a smoothie that was basically only fruits and juice, no greens or anything. Then we get something that's not quite as high water content. We eat the mangoes and the bananas, but hell, I haven't drank any water today other than what I poured in that green smoothie, and I'm about as hydrated as you can get. So a lot of this stuff, you could do similar, very similar. I was thinking like, okay, how could you apply that? What is in the summer? One of the biggest fruits in the summer in the States, I know, is watermelon. Everybody's talking about watermelon. I've seen a ton of posts on watermelon today. watermelon this, watermelon that. Hell, I wish I could get decent watermelon at the prices some of you people could in the States. I see people getting truckloads of them, but okay. You don't have sugarcane juice. Maybe you don't get good oranges. You can't squeeze fresh juice. Why not have 32 ounces of, the summer's a great time. Get on a plan. Find a place to get your watermelons. Make watermelon juice. Put it in the refrigerator. Have it cold the night before. Get up and drink that in the morning. You got 32 ounces of some of the best hydration you're ever going to get right there. And then follow on. Eat fruit throughout the morning. Eat fruit throughout the day. Another thing I've noticed, and this is where I can kind of do a little bit of comparing, since I am one of the raw vegans that eats cooked food and is not afraid of cooked food. I'm just, I'm careful with it. I'm wary of it, and I don't eat it a whole lot. One thing I will say about the cooked food, and I'm very sensitive to this because I don't eat it a lot, is I can really tell like how much it dries you out, how dehydrating the cooked food is as compared to the raw stuff. Or I'm getting into starches. Like a lot of the stuff when I'm in the States, my cooked stays pretty. I don't eat a whole wide variety of cooked stuff. I eat sweet potatoes. I eat collard greens. I eat steamed vegetables. The starches definitely. I find myself needing to drink water. I have to drink water, and I find myself kind of conscious of that and needing to do that for several hours, sometimes 6 or 7 after I have eaten some cooked food. So in the summer, I know without a doubt that cooked food does dehydrate me just a little bit. Once again, not trying to harp and tell everybody they got to go fully raw vegan. It's just that be aware of that. The more of those fresh foods, especially like the high water content fruits, like the watermelons, the berries, the peaches this summer, and apricots, any number of other ones, those are hydrating. The cooked, it's going to take some of your hydration away. So if you are eating cooked and you're not fully raw during the summer, just be aware of that, and maybe you have to actually hydrate a little bit extra to deal with that cooked food. Another thing too is just not getting weighed down. When you're eating this, like I say, when it's super hot down here, and I see other people getting beat down all the time, and I've had actually a number of roommates that I could see what happened to them. They get to ACO and they hardly left my house, and I looked back, like thinking back, I was just like, okay, they're just not equipped to deal with the heat. A lot of them didn't eat like I did, and it's just simply because they ate different things. I can take that heat at the beach all day. I don't necessarily dig it. I'm kind of over it because I'm tired of sweating just because of having a sweaty, stinky shirt. But as far as just being beat down by the heat doesn't oppress me. Hell, I go for a walk down in Haco when it's 96 degrees during the middle of the day, and I'll go walk up and downtown because I'm hydrated. Plus, I have the energy to do it because I'm eating light, high water content foods. And my body is not taking all that extra energy to digest that food. So I've got plenty of energy in that hot weather. So I've noticed that a lot. I noticed since I've changed this lifestyle, and it's not because I'm not, I don't do a ton of cardio and I'm not like some super fitness nut, but I just noticed myself leaving people in the dust because they're not hydrated, and they don't have the energy to do it. I mean, I see it all the time down there in the what we call our summer. When I was living at the beach, and January, February, March, April is just brutally, oppressively hot. I mean, it is like not a cloud in the sky. The sun just beats down on you. It dehydrates you quick, and I've seen it. I've seen people wilt over and over and over. So you can apply this stuff. The more raw living foods that you put into your body this summer, the better you're going to feel, the more active you're going to be. Maybe you want to have that energy at the end of the day. People that work or people that don't see their kids, maybe, you got daylight savings time. Have that extra energy where you can come home after work and instead of plopping down on the couch and just being all tired and whatever, come home and play with the kids. Get out and do something. Go play a round of golf because you're not all worn by the food you're eating. But anyway, the kind of the message here, like I say, is not to be all hardcore raw and whatever, but would just kind of be to say lighten up for the summer. The lighter you're eating, the better. The lighter the better you're going to feel. And like I say, this goes all the way back to way before I was in this lifestyle. This is just common sense stuff, you know. Think about it. If this doesn't make common sense, a lot of heavy stuff sitting on your stomach are light things that are passing through you, you know, quickly. I want my stomach just as empty as possible. I like it empty. I like things moving through me especially during the summer. I'm saying during the summer, I've gotten used to this feel year round. I don't know, I couldn't really step too far away from this feeling. And as I say, I'm still a little nervous as I get closer and closer to my time. I get a little bit more anxious about leaving all this juiciness. I was sitting eating some fruit yesterday and thinking, like, maybe you need to wean yourself off this good fruit and eventually the last few weeks just be eating bananas to get yourself ready for the States, because it's going to be a slap in the face going from unlimited perfect mangoes, sugarcane juice, papayas, pineapples, to pretty much doing it on bananas. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm going to get some good watermelon this summer, at least good enough to make into watermelon juice. I'm going to get some good cantaloupe. I'm going to get some good peaches. And it's going to be a good summer. It's going to be a good summer. And hey, just like I keep mentioning, let me throw this in as I'm talking about summer, I will be in the States for 3 months after July 11th. So if anybody's on the Gulf Coast down around the Pensacola area, I'd like to do some fruit lucks of some sort, or even just get-togethers. I go to Pensacola a good bit. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. That's for you old folks out there. Peace.